Hello, how are you doing? Good, people still coming in. Okay, I can deal with that. It's like a comedy club. This is huge, about 2,000 people here. It's amazing. I played to all types of crowds in my time. As a comic, I was at the Edinburgh Comedy Festival one year, doing a one-man show. And one rainy Tuesday night, I did a show to one man. That actually happened. I did a whole hour to one man. What's your name, sir? David. Imagine this, David. You and me. Nobody else here. Imagine the pressure we're both under. I'm thinking I can't afford to lose this guy. It's weird doing a gig to one guy, because when I'm doing it to a room of people, I like to pace back and forward. It's just something I like to do. Found it very difficult. Spent a whole hour looking like I really needed the toilet. It's nice doing a gig to one guy, because it's like doing a show, but it's also like having a chat. It's quite friendly. About halfway through, I started sticking his name at the end of jokes. I was like, I remember the first girl I was ever with. Was really young, shy, embarrassed. I said to her, listen, do you mind if we turn off the lights? She said, okay. And we crashed into an oncoming car. But this guy in Edinburgh, he loved me. He's one of the best audiences I've ever had. He follows me on Twitter now. I have one follower. I don't even tweet him, I just ring him up with the tweet. So what am I going to sort of talk about? Language about nothing. It seems to me that there's been a growth recently in language that manipulates reality, denies reality, and creates a type of unreality, particularly with the economic boom and bust. All that language about abstractions. So I'm going to talk a bit about that. But what I'm also going to do, which other talkers won't do, is I'm going to answer some of your questions, because I know you have a lot of questions you want to ask. So first question, what's that, sir? Do I eat meat? No, fair enough. That's a good question to get the ball rolling. Not totally what I really wanted to talk about, but I'll answer your meat-based question. I do. I eat rashers. One of the best things about living in Ireland is I can say the word rashers. I love rashers. And recently I bought some fancy rashers, real fancy organic rashers. How fancy is that? In a cardboard box. I like them so much I eat some of the packaging. Now there's a message inside this package. Listen to this, look. I'm a free-range pig. To see why this makes me different, see the inside of this pack. Well, I'll tell you what makes you different, Mr. Pig. You can write. From beyond the grave. Spooky pork. Sporky. I love that idea. Somebody's job is to write goodwill messages from a pig to the person who's eating them. What a brilliant use of language. I just feel if you need to feel better about eating a pig by imagining he's saying hello, become a vegetarian. Another question over here. Do I go to the gym? You are an inquisitive audience, aren't you? I'll give you that. Yes, as you can see, I don't go to the gym. I'm too lazy. I stay healthy by drinking sports drinks. That's the great thing where we live these days. You can just buy your health, all that sugary goodness. And they make ridiculous claims, those sports drinks. I bought one, and it said, this drink will keep you going 33 1/3% longer. Keep you going a third longer. Is that a good thing? Guess it depends on what you're doing at the time. Do I need to watch 8 more hours of television every day? Do I need to make love to my wife for another minute? I don't think so. Neither does she, unfortunately. That man over there, what's that? Do I travel on Ryanair? Ryanair, I do, sir. I travel a lot. Ryanair, sum up something about the system we live in, ladies and gentlemen. I love the idea Michael O'Leary can just stand at home, think of a thing, anything, then it becomes real, and he charges money for it, even though it's completely meaningless. I think that's amazing. My favorite is priority boarding. What a brilliant idea. Priority boarding. You mean if I spend more money than everybody else, I get to sit on a Ryanair flight longer than everybody else? Yeah, I don't think so. I love traveling on a plane because the safety equipment for me isn't for your safety. It's really a type of language of safety. It's just to make yourself feel better. Because if you're miles in the air and things go wrong, you're dead. That stuff isn't going to help. They might as well give you rosary beads. If you're Catholic, if you're Protestant, I don't know what's the equivalent. Is it a cup of tea? They have life jackets. This sums it up. Life jackets. Life jackets with a whistle. Oh, I feel safe now. Case of hijacked by a football team, is it? A whistle to get people's attention. Whose attention are you going to get? I'll tell you. Another person with a life jacket and a whistle. Who is beside you in the water, bobbing up and down. Can you hear my whistle? Yeah, can you hear mine? These whistles work. These whistles are great. We're fucked up. Best of all for me is the emergency position. I love that. I mean, what a brilliant invention. This is the emergency position. Look. It's just hiding. It's what happened on the night of the bank bailout. If I don't look, it's not happening. It's brilliant. Imagine David, the plane's gone down. David was there. Oh, yeah, I'm safe now. Nothing's going to hurt me now. I'm in the immortal crouch. I'm like a titanium hedgehog. You should try that in your everyday life, David. Say you're crossing the road tomorrow. You know that funky way you cross the road, David. Suddenly there's a car. Don't panic. Emergency position. Just bounce right off you. That's why really, really old people walk around like that. I'm going to live forever. I love it. I have to carry my toothpaste on in a little plastic bag. Look at me, pouncing along with a little see-through bag. Look at my Colgate, David. Look at me, fighting terrorism. Yeah, this'll stop them. Get back, it's minty, it's minty. I have to carry it on in a see-through bag. See-through. How crap is that X-ray? Yeah. Oh yeah, I will tell you what's in the bag, but it has to be see-through. What sort of an X-ray have you got? A huge metal sheet with 2 holes cut out of it and some guy looking through it. X-ray for a modern age. Let's take a question from up there. Are we in a recession? Thank you for bringing it down, sir. We are in a recession. All the figures say so. House prices are down. They were 200,000 euro. Now they're 100,000 euro. The Irish stock market is down. It was 1,000. Now it's 1. Even the crack is down. That's right. The crack was 90. Recent figures release is 45. If it goes any lower, we might as well live in Germany. We won't have the crack anymore. We'll have a perfectly reasonable time, thank you very much. For me, some measurement of the crack makes as much sense of the billions and billions we owe as anything else. It's abstract. The figures are so abstract. That's why they can name it whatever they want. What they want to do is move the economy forward and forget there was ever a bust. I was in my bank. This is true. The bust happened in 2008. I went into my bank, Irish bank, in 2009, a year later. And somebody behind the counter said these words to me. Would you like some financial advice? Financial advice from an Irish bank? Are you joking me? I'd rather take financial advice from a slot machine. It's like they'd already forgotten what they had done. They want to move it forward. And I think it's important that we don't let them. We remember what happened. We remember the mistakes. We all made bad investments. I know I did. I look back now and think I should never have bought all those limited edition Kit Kats. David, I remember the day limited edition Kit Kats came out. I just went straight into the sweet shop. And I said to the sweet man, which is a technical term for somebody who works in the sweet shop, but he's also a nice guy. I said, how much are your limited edition Kit Kats? And he said the same price as ordinary Kit Kats. And I thought, you frickin' fool. And I bought them all. We have to remember the past, and we've got to remember the present. They're trying to make us forget we're in a recession. We've got to remember that. I found out how bad things are today, ladies and gentlemen, when I received this letter from my bank. Right? This letter. I opened it. I realized how bad things were. That's how bad they are. My bank are repossessing old people's homes and using the wallpaper to make the inside of the envelopes. They're evil. There's some poor old lady sitting in her kitchen right now with a square of white in the wall. And the window's missing. Because they want us to forget all that. We have to calm the markets. I'm lying in bed at night worrying, oh God, I hope the markets are calm. I hope the markets are calm. I mean, shouldn't have to worry about that. If they really want to calm the markets, they should give out a free NUCD with every 1,000 shares sold. That'd calm the markets. And nobody would ever buy more than 1,000 shares. Because once you've heard one NUCD, you've heard them all. It's that. They want to bring confidence to the market. There's been too much confidence. It's a confidence-based, and there's no reality behind it. It's just a word. We need to bring negativity back into Ireland. It's our historical strength. Bring that back, a positive negativity. We used to have that. My granny, she's just inventing the wheel there. She was a negative, positive person. My granny used to say to me, Kevin, the glass is half full of piss. You can see that negative, positive thing. It's in our culture, in Irish dancing. Half negative, half positive. Irish dancing. Oh. The lower half's going, come on, this is a great idea. All positive. The top half's going, you're making a show of us. What do the neighbours think? Stop it, will you? But it's true, you know, we're brilliant. We have a strength in Ireland. We can make crazy stories up. We can use language about nothing as a big strength. And it's fine when it's attached to tourism and stuff like that. I mean, in Ireland, we can take anything and turn it into a tourist attraction. We have a serious alcohol problem in this country, serious social problem. And the way we dealt with it, we renamed it the crack. And it's our biggest tourist attraction. People come from all over the world to watch us kill ourselves with drink. We can take anything. Look at this, the Blarney Stone. All they had was a big, ugly stone. And they made up a made-up story about it. Kiss it, get the gift of the gab. Brilliant. Now in Germany, Because they're trying to take everything of us. They have their own stone. That's right. The German tourist stone. The Umfen stone. And if you kiss the Umfen stone, you get the taste of a stone in your mouth. Because they got the idea of the thing, but they forgot to add the made-up story. We should make up stories about all our tourist attractions. The Spire in O'Connell Street, that big needle. Come to the Spire, lick it, get high. The Scots are the best, though. They don't even have the thing, they just have the story. The Loch Ness Monster. No, the Loch Ness. There is no monster. But tourists come and they're going, look, he could be over there. He doesn't exist, but look anyway. He could be in that lake. Because we haven't developed technology sophisticated enough to look in the bottom of a lake. My favourite Irish tourist attraction, whoever came up with this is a genius. Cork Butter Museum. Oh, what a day I had. I brought some toast to double my fun. If you're ever looking for Cork Butter Museum, it's beside the I Can't Believe It's Not Butter Museum. Whoever came up with the idea of putting butter and museum in one sentence is a genius. So I think it's fine to make mad mental stories about tourist attractions. That's brilliant. But when you start applying them to the economy, then it's dangerous. We need to name things honestly what happened, otherwise we'll keep making the same mistakes, repeating language about nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. Thank you, and good afternoon.